Hello my dear students, welcome to your science class. This is part 3 of this chapter growing plants, and in this particular part we are going to see vegetative propagation of plants. You know that plants are having two types of part. First one is vegetative part and second one is reproductive parts. So the reproductive part of a plant is flower, okay, and these are like roots, stems, leaves. So all these three parts are known as vegetative part of the plant. So today we are going to see how these vegetative parts are helpful in propagation, are helpful in increasing the number of plants. Okay, so let's see how roots are helpful in growing new plants. So food is stored in roots of carrot, radish, turnip, beetroots and dahlia. So there are few examples here. You can see that they are capable. This is here it is sweet potato. Okay, so these roots are capable of storing food, and these roots are helpful in growing new plants. Okay, here you can see here how this is the root of sweet potato and it is able to store food. When you plant this or then you will find out that new buds are coming. Okay, so this will be helpful in propagation. Okay, so these roots are able to propagate, or you can say that these roots are helpful in reproduction or production of new plants. Okay, now another thing is how stems are helpful in producing new plants. Okay, so some examples are there like rose, hibiscus, money plant can be grown from the stem cutting of a parent plant. You may be knowing before, like आपने किया भी होगा पहले से कि जो हिबिस्कस का प्लांट है या रोज़ का प्लांट है उसको आपने कट किया होगा और फिर से उसको मिट्टी में दबाया होगा, फिर आपने उसको पानी दिया होगा, कुछ दिन बाद आपने देखा होगा कि उसमें से नई लीव्स आ रही हैं, रूट्स ग्रो कर रही हैं. तो इन द सेम वे इफ़ यू कट द मनी प्लांट और हिबिस्कस प्लांट, so you will get new plant. Here you can see here one cut is made and that same cut is planted here, and now you can see here roots are growing. So in that way you can get new plants from the stem cuttings. Okay, there are variety other things are there like grafting, and there are various things cutting, so that we are not going to discuss. We here is our focus is that we can grow plants from stem also. Okay, so the thing is there are some more examples like you can see here this is potato, and this particular part you are seeing here, these are eyes. So these eyes are having capacity to grow into new buds, and here you can say these are germinating buds. So this will give, if you cut this and sow into the soil, you will get new plant. In the same way it happens with ginger. Here you can see this ginger, here it is growing into new plant. Okay, so ginger, garlic, potato, these are having tendency or capacity to grow into new plants if you plant them into the soil. Okay, so you have seen how we are getting plants from roots, how we are getting plants from stem, and now the third thing is like how we are getting plant from leaves. So before discussing that, we need to see that what is bud. So bud is a small swelling from which a new shoot, leaf or flower or a new plant can grow. So this is responsible for growing into leaf, flower or new plant, or you can say new shoot. Okay, potato has buds called eyes on its surface, or any piece of potato with an eye can grow into a new plant. This means, this shows that if a potato, suppose you are having a potato and eyes are there in that potato, if you cut that particular place and if you grow this with eyes, then you will get new plant. After sowing you will get new plant is coming out. Okay, so if you are sowing same thing without any eye piece, suppose there is no eye, here is no eyes, and now you are growing into the soil this particular piece, it will not grow into any new plant, because these eyes are responsible for growing into new buds, and these buds gives rise to new plant. Okay, so now we'll see how leaves are responsible for growing into new plants. So bryophyllum leaf are having capacity to grow into buds, and these buds are capable of giving new plants. So new plants arises from those buds when the buds falls and a moist soil. जब नमी वाली मिट्टी पे वो गिरती है बड, तो आपको नया पौधा वहाँ से दिखाई देता है. सो वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट like how roots are capable of providing new plant, how stems are providing new plants, and how leaves are providing new plants. So what we are going to discuss next about a great scientist, his name is M.S. Swaminathan, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. His full name is Makambu Sambasivan Swaminathan. So in short, he is known as M.S. Swaminathan. He was born on 7th August 1925 in Kumbakonam, Tamil Nadu. Currently he is 95-year old. He is 95. Okay, 95-year old. So, and he is great scientist of ICAR, and he has played very important role in Indian agricultural system, and he brought green revolution. He brought green revolution of India. That's why he is known as father of green revolution in India. Okay, so Norman Borlaug is known as father of green revolution in the world, and he brought green revolution in India. Okay, so N. Borlaug is responsible for whole world, and this Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is known as father of green revolution in India. So what he did, he developed high yielding variety. हाई यील्डिंग मतलब ज़्यादा पैदावार करने वाली वीट एंड राइस, गेहूं और धान की, चावल की फसलों को वो लाए इंडिया में. नई फसल को उन्होंने खोजा और ग्रो कराया, जिससे कि आज के डेट की जो समस्या थी, मतलब पहले बहुत ज़्यादा समस्या हुआ करती थी, भोजन नहीं मिल पाता था, रोटी और चावल की कमी थी. तो इनके काम से, इनके इन्वेंशन से, इनकी खोज से आज हमारे पास अनाज की कमी नहीं है. हम अच्छी खेती करके अच्छी फसल पैदा कर सकते हैं. और ही आल्सो गेव द मॉडर्न फार्मिंग टेक्निक्स, मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड्स इन इंडिया. सो दैट्स वाई ही इज़ नोन एज फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन इन इंडिया. सो ही इज़ करेंटली लाइव, ये जिंदा हैं, और अभी भी इनके वर्क को बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस दिया जाता है, क्योंकि इन्होंने लोगों के पेट भरने का काम किया. कैसे? अपने रिसर्च से. ओके, सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस वीडियो. यू हैव टू मेक नोट्स along with the diagram. So these are the resources. Thank you. जय हिंद, जय भारत.